Well guys, and welcome back. We are here again, sitting in front of a camera. And today we are doing our annual video of Backpack 2020. And oh my god, it's the very last one of secondary school. I'll have to see if I'll have a backpack for next year and if I'll do Backpack 2021. And this year's a bit different. I decided to do the backpack after I started school just to see what is changing in my backpack. Because when I start school, yes, I have my backpack packed, but every single day it changes and it's just not the same. And like last year I had my folders and all in there, but they all go in my locker after I started school. But obviously this year is so different because I don't have a locker. I don't bring books to school because they're just way too heavy and we have to carry this backpack from class to class every day without lockers. And so my books, well not books, my copies now, I just carry copies, change every day because someday the teachers tell us to bring this copy, all the time they tell us to bring in this copy. So, but I decided to do Backpack 2020 with coronavirus, fun, without lockers and without books, after I started 6th year. And here we are, and let's get right into this video. Radio, here's my backpack, the very trusty backpack that I had every single year. It never gets old, and it's always great, and it's always perfect. Right, so first compartment, we have my lunchbox that I actually, did I ever show you my lunchbox? I wonder. I think so, I did in my TY backpack, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, lunchbox, because I need to have my lunch somewhere. And that's all there is in that pack. Right, next pack. Oh yeah, water bottle. And it's a plastic water bottle because I still didn't buy myself a reusable water bottle. I feel guilty. Yeah, anyway. We're opening right up and we get my dirty pencil case. We love a dirty pencil case. Yeah, it's the same pencil case from last year because I still love it. It's still very good. And I just need to wash it because it's been through a lot and I probably should already wash it. Anyway, opening right up, we got a little bit of stuff in here, my pens, my pencils, my highlighter, my calculator, my coloring pencils, my topper, and a ruler in there. And that's about it for my pencil case. So yeah, it just needs a bit of washing because it is dirty, it's been through a lot, you know, it's been through a lot. Next thing that you will never, ever, ever, ever saw in the history of time, it is the record book. And I'm not going to show you it that much because I don't want anybody to see the address or the name of the school because I already saw my crest and that's enough for you to see in my life. So yeah, probably the people who are watching my videos know what this is all about because, you know, you see me in school. But yeah, this is the record book that I paid 50 euros for. So this is how 50 euros look like. I love that for me. And yeah, so it's just my record book where I do all my homework, write down all my homework, you know. So the record book have my timetable, so like on Monday, first thing in the morning, double home ec, we love that. But yeah, the record book. Next thing in here is my home ec copy, my new home ec copy for 6th year. And it's just Baby Blue Polka Dot. And yeah, I just do all my home ec notes in here. And if you want to take a look here, or just an example of whatever this is. Okay, this is the cooking method, that's great. So there's an example of my notes for home ec. And yeah, home ec, I love myself some home ec. I actually really love home ec. It's my second favorite subject and it's down on one of my list choices for college to do home ec teaching. And I'll probably do I'll probably do my college courses video in some other time about explaining what's going on with college for me. Next thing for me is my maths notes copy, and I have 2 maths copies, one for notes, one for exercises, because the teachers tell us to do that, and I feel like that's just way better than just keep it all in one copy, because in here I could just look up and see everything we did by just looking at examples and giving like a little bit of an overview on a method of how to solve each equation. So like, you know, I have algebra in here and indices, and right now we are on trigonometry. We love maths. But yeah, maths, notes copy. Next copy right beside it is another maths copy, which is the exercise copy, which I do all the exercises from the book or whatever exercises the teacher gives us. And I just do it in here, and probably we'll start we're gonna get exam papers. For every subject we need an exam paper that we'll be getting soon. I already have my music exam papers, we just don't need to bring them into school right now yet, because the teachers care about our backs, because we don't have lockers. So here it is, my exercise maths copy, and yeah, it's just paperback red copy, nothing special about it, it's maths. Like, if you love maths, good for you. I don't mind maths. Like, a lot of people will say maths is my least favorite subject, but for me, I would definitely not say that. Like, no. Alright, next thing is my trustworthy, lovely pocket folder, which has a lot of pockets in here, and I keep all my sheets in here, and I divided it all into subjects. So I have English, art, geography, maths, Irish, and Russian, which I find is so much beneficial. Like, I bring this into school and I just have all my notes right in here, and then I have them divided by subjects, and that just helps me a lot more organization, and I would definitely recommend getting something like that for your school. 100% beneficial. Right, next thing in here, what is this? Oh, this is my music copy from last year. Most of my copies are from last year. There's like, I think I have 3 copies that I got new this year. Because music, we just don't take down a lot of, like, literally from all of 5th year in this notes copy, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and a quarter of notes of 5th year, and this is already 6th year notes. So that's all I did in this copy throughout all of 5th year. So obviously I'm not going to go out and get a new one, and I probably should have gotten a more smaller one than this, but obviously I didn't know how much notes will be taken down in 5th year. Anyway, moving right along, and you will find the very first book in here that I actually have to carry to school, and it is a geography book that we got this year for 6th year. It is the so it's a geography book which is specifically on patterns and processes in economic activities, which I want to shoot myself in, because geography is actually not my, like, it's probably one of my least favorite subjects now. I used to love geography, I was really good at it, and now I'm okay at it if I do my studies, but it's so boring and I just don't understand and I don't get it anymore. It just, I don't know, geography just doesn't click with me anymore. I honestly want to shoot myself in geography. So yeah, they're just one of few books in it. Next in here is a manuscript for a melody that we have to do for music, which is Sea Changes by Dean. Yeah, it's just the whole manuscript for the whole melody, and we just had to write in our notes, and we just had to follow when we were listening to the actual melody, and it just helps a lot. We just have a lot of notes in it, and I carry it mostly for now. I started carrying it this now because since we got them halfway through 6th year, and we're studying Dean right now, so that's what I have to carry around with me in school, because I can't carry my big yellow music folder because it's just too big and I'm not carrying it, so I'm just going to carry this, even though I would love to have my music folder because that just makes me so organized. Next thing that is probably the most needed thing in 6th year right now is a refill pad, because literally anything we do now is just has to go into a refill pad, and like all my tests I do in this refill pad, and then we obviously just can't collect our copies because of coronavirus, so I do it in my refill pad, take a picture, send it on to my teacher through Google Classroom, and so yeah, everything that I need to do in terms of tests and just doing quick, like not note-wise things, exercises, just goes in here. Like, everything is in here now, and I'll probably be needing a new one soon because this is a 5th year one, and I barely used it in 5th year, but it still got destroyed in 5th year because, like, look at all that, that's just literally got destroyed. But yeah, anytime I get something soft, not a hardback, it just gets destroyed. I even have tape on this already. Next thing is my English notes copy, because I have 2 English copies, one for exercises, one for notes. And I don't write a lot in here because our teacher tends to not give us a lot of notes for English, and I just have it divided into paper 2 for the front and paper 1 at the back. Obviously the pages got all already scrunched up in here because obviously this copy is from 5th year. And yeah, I don't get a lot of English notes, which is kind of disappointing, but yeah, it's an English copy, there's nothing else to be saying about it, it's just English. Like, we just finished off the play that we were supposed to study for the 6th year course. It is Philadelphia Here I Come, the most boringest play I ever saw and read in my whole entire life. It was so boring and it was so disappointing, like, oh my god. Even my teacher hates it. Like, I swear to god, she even hates it, but she said that out of all the plays that we got in our course, that's the most entertaining one. And I was just wondering, if that's the most entertaining one, what's up with all the rest of the plays? Next thing in here would be my new geography copy, because my old geography copy is full because I'm out of geography notes we get. And yeah, I just got myself a new geography copy, which for now I only have one essay done in it already so far, but I know that my teacher said on Friday that we're going to go back to notes on Monday, which I'm like, because we haven't done notes in geography in a hot minute, and she just loves doing notes with us because that's the time when we all just stay quiet, write down notes on the board, and she can do her own work and we don't have to bother her. But yeah, my geography copy, not fun. I already talked about it. I want to shoot myself in it. Next thing in here is Irish copy, which is the paper 2 Irish copy. I have 3 Irish copies. I have one for my oral, one for paper 1, one for paper 2. And right now we are on paper 2 Irish, which right now we just finished off doing our last poem for Irish, which was on Shbalbeen Connacht, which was, I guess, somewhat interesting. It wasn't the most boringest poems that we did this throughout 5th year and 6th year, but we did 6th year, we just did this one, 5th year we did all the rest. And we still have one more story left, and then we're done with, I think we're done with stories and poems, and then she wants to move on to paper 2, no, paper 1, and do the oral stuff and tropic chores and all that, and I just want to shoot myself in Irish right now. And it's not because of Irish, it's mostly because of my teacher. It's my least favourite subject, because I do not understand anything in Irish. I am clueless, and my teacher does not make it any better. Like, I just don't like her, and it just what makes it worse for me for Irish. But yeah, paper 2 Irish. And the very last thing in my backpack, it is, actually no, 2 more things, sorry. It is another book. So I carry 2 books with me to school, and this is my Irish book that our teacher requires us to bring, which is like a heavy book, and you know, Fiúna Nua, which we just, the only time we use the book is when we're doing stories and poems. Other than that, I don't think, oh yeah, we only used it for stories and poems and for shropic chores. For whenever, if somebody's not Irish who doesn't know what's a shropic chore, it's just the picture sequences that we have to do for our oral Irish that were in the book. They're not all in the book, but some of them are in the book, so that's why she used the book. And then she, whenever she's out, she just gives us an exercise from the book. Honestly, hate this book, want to throw it out the window. And the very last thing, I swear to God this is not the last thing, is the Philadelphia Here I Come play, which I honestly hate so much. It was so small, I didn't realise how tiny this play is, and nothing happens throughout the whole play. Literally, nothing happens throughout the whole play. Like, it says Philadelphia Here I Come, it's a spoiler alert. It's about this fella called Gar, who wants to go to America, and then at the very end of the play, we don't even find out if he goes to America or not, because he kept changing his decision like every 5 minutes. And like, we still don't even know if he went to America or not, because the very last thing that he says in the whole entire play, and the play ever ends, is, I don't know. I don't know. And that's how it ends. Like, how disappointing that is. This play was so disappointing. And this whole play was set in one night. One night. As in, like, the scenes or the J's didn't change throughout the whole play. It was just one scene, one night. And it was the most disappointing and boring play of my life. So, this, awful. Never again. And that's it for 2020 backpack, which, oh my god, it happened. We are done with 2020 backpack. And I remember, as I said in my last video of, no, not my last video, my last year's backpack 2019, that 2020 will creep up like so fast. And I'll be here sitting down doing backpack 2020, and here I am sitting doing backpack 2020. So now I'm going to say, oh my god, the time goes fast. So that's it for the video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah. I'll see you next year, because I'm telling you, as I said in 2019, the time goes fast, and I hope this is all going to be over. 2020 is going to be over, and coronavirus will hopefully be over. I cannot wait for it to be over. Hopefully 2021 will be way better. We don't know if it will end in 2021, but I just hope that 2021 will be 100 times better than 2020. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video, and I'm saying this to my future self. Hey Alex, I'll see you at Backpack 2021. Oh my god, time goes fast. Bye.